And the first thing we are going to do is talk about, well, first of all, today we are going to make Christopher Columbus art, right?
Yeah.
So how exciting is that? Silent cheer. Ah, so great. Oh, I love art. It's so much fun.
Art is so good.
It is so good. Okay. Now we are going to talk about some artists. Touch your nose if you've heard of Leonardo da Vinci. Touch your nose if you've heard of Leonardo da Vinci. He was an artist when Columbus was alive. And this is one of the paintings he made. It's called The Last Supper. So he actually painted this. Isn't that such an awesome painting?
Yeah.
I've seen it before too. It's really good work.
It's like the Last Supper from Jesus.
That's exactly right. Now here is a painting, and this is titled Departure of Columbus from Palos, Spain. And so this is an artist that actually painted a picture of what we're going to be talking about Columbus coming to America. So his name is Emmanuel Lute, and he painted this picture. Pretty darn good, right? There are actually no pictures of Columbus, so we don't actually know what he looks like, but sometimes when artists do paintings, they kind of know what he might have looked like because he was Italian, and they know what people at that time in history looked like when they were Italian. So they have kind of an idea, but they don't know exactly what he looked like. Okay. Now we are going to talk about this ship. Now, when an artist makes paintings, they use all kinds of different things when they do their work. So if we think about it, what kind of shapes might an artist use to make their art? Quiet hands. Chloe.
They will make like rectangles and some circles.
Yeah. So, Audrey, name a shape in this picture that an artist might use.
Square.
A square. A rectangle. How about this one? What's this?
Circle.
Circle. How about this one down here? Well, it is a rectangle. It's a really long, stretched out rectangle. Now this one's interesting. Huh?
The bottom one looks like a rectangle.
It is a rectangle, you're right. So this one in the middle, what kind of shape is the ship made out of? Ariana.
A crescent.
Yeah, it's kind of a crescent or a half circle. So if we were to complete this, it would be a complete circle. But we only needed half to make a boat, and that way it will float in the water. Okay, now we are going to talk about Christopher Columbus. So, turn to your friend and tell them how many ships Columbus had. Turn to your neighbor, Christopher. Claire, how many ships did Christopher Columbus have? 3. How many of you remember, raise your quiet hand, just raise your quiet hand. How many of you remember the ships' names? Maybe we can remember all together. Okay, Liliana, what was... Very nicely done. Okay, everybody swivel this way. We're going to work on the board for a minute.
We can erase that, sorry.
It's okay. All right. So, I want you to think about Christopher Columbus. And we're going to think about all of the things that we know or can remember about Christopher Columbus. Quiet hands. Emily.
He sailed the ocean with 17 ships.
How many ships?
7.
He did have 17 another journey
Oh,
day.
that's right.
Yeah.
How many
Original.
How many trips did Columbus make from Italy to the Americas? Does anybody know? That one's kind of a hard question. Ethan. 3. Yeah, that's right. So he took 3 gonna end it with a period, a stop sign. Okay, so let's close our eyes again and think really hard. What else do we remember about Christopher Columbus? Raise your quiet hand. Chloe.
He asked the queen and king for money to go on the ship.
How many times did he have to ask them? Once? Twice?
Third.
Or a lot?
A lot.
A lot. How long did it take? How many years did it take for Columbus to get his 3 ships?
100.
Adele?
130.
No, that's a lot. He would probably have died by then. Let's try again. Let's see. Liliana?
5.
Like between 5 and 7 years. Yeah. It took him years. It didn't take once or two times of asking. It took years. Okay, let's think again. What can we think of? What else do we know? Okay, quiet hands. Luke.
He found the Indies, but he didn't.
What did he find?
The Native Americans.
Yeah, he found the Native Americans. He found the South America. Bahama era. Yeah, the Bahamas. Okay. Let's see. Let me ask you some more questions. What kind of food do you think Christopher Columbus ate at that time in history? Do you think he ate something from McDonald's, like a hamburger and french fries?
No.
He lived in southern Italy, and in southern Italy, they mostly ate light foods. So it wasn't very cold there. It's kind of like it is here in California. It's kind of warm, not cold. What kind of foods do you think he might have eaten? Emily? He might have eaten pizza, yeah. Harlow? Quiet hands. Soup, he probably ate soup. I found something interesting, and I'm going to share it with you. One person said, from his time period, he said, a pot of garlic with cabbage and bread was a fine dinner. So they had garlic and cabbage mixed together with bread. So we kind of know that they didn't eat a lot of meat. If they had been in northern Italy, they would have eaten more meat because it's cold there, and so the vegetables don't grow as well. And so that's the kind of food that Christopher Columbus ate. Okay. Let's think again. One more time. Let's think. What do we know about Columbus? All right. Quiet hands. Oh my goodness. Tell me your name. Randy, thank you. I'm so sorry. Randy, what do you think? What do you know? What do you think Christopher Columbus needed for his ship? When he was going to take a long journey, do you think he would need his pillow? Yeah. Yeah, he would need something to sleep on. What else do you think he took on his ship? Arlo?
A rope.
A rope. He would need a rope for his ship. And Ariella, what do you think you would need if you were going on a long trip? What would you take with you? Not sure? Maybe a blanket? Food, for sure. And how about water? Do you think they were surrounded by water in their ships, but they couldn't drink that water?
No.
Because it's salt water. Yeah, Harlow's got it. It's salt water. So do you think that they had to bring water with them?
Yes.
Yeah, they had to bring water. Okay. They totally can't drink salt water. Okay.
Why can't they drink salt water?
It would make them sick. We can't even drink salt water. So we have the whole ocean, but we can't drink it unless it goes through a process. So it's one of those things that water is pretty important. We have to save it. Okay. Let's see. Now we are gonna start putting our ships together. Quiet cheer if you're ready. Oh, I'm so ready. Okay. I would like all of you to, when I call your row, quietly stand up, get your pencil boxes from your cubbies, and find a seat at the tables. Can all of you do that?
Yes.
Awesome. Now this art project is really fun, but it requires really super good What kind of skills?
Listening.
Listening skills. Good.
Seeing.
And seeing. When I'm at the Elmo telling you how to make your art project, are your eyes on me or are they on your neighbor? Thank you. I would appreciate it. So we don't, because this is kind of a kind of first grade art project. So it's gonna really, you're gonna really need to listen and watch what I'm doing. Okay. I would like the purple row to go ahead and stand up and get your pencil boxes quietly and find a seat at a table. I'm gonna hang this picture of this boat so that we can kind of have an idea of what ours is gonna look like. It's not gonna really look like that, but it's gonna kind of look like that. And I'm gonna hang up these pictures that the artists made, because we're gonna be artists today. We are gonna do some fun stuff. All right. Red row, can you quietly stand up? How many days did it take for Christopher Columbus to find land? 5 days? Anybody else? 15?
11.
Okay, raise your hand if you know the answer. Ariella. Ariana. Blue row, you may stand up and get your pencil box. 12. It was actually more than that. Adele.
100.
It was less than 100. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna take one more hand and then I'm gonna tell you. Carlo.
I think it's,
It was actually a little bit more than 15. It was 35 days. So they stayed on their ship. Ryan, I'm going to need you to find another seat that will, so that you can see the Elmo. So it took them 35 days on the ship to find land. What kind of feelings do you think that they felt when they found land?
sad.
Happy, yeah. Do you think that they were relieved? Because they had never gone this way before. It's a new sea route. A lot of, nobody had been that way for quite some time. And so they were very, very happy to find land. You are welcome. And, it's true that they were looking for they were looking for Asia, but they did not find Asia. They found, welcome. They found the Bahamas. The Bahamas. Okay, I want everybody to put their arms in the air and shake your hands. Oh, shake them, shake them, shake them. All right. Touch your nose. Oh, I see lots of good listening behaviors. Good, good, good. All right. Take your glue sticks out. We are going to need lots of glue today. Does that mean go crazy with glue? No. It means we're going to use the glue and we need to use the glue responsibly. Do you know what responsibly means? It means not in a crazy way. Okay, go ahead and gently open your bag. We're going to save these bags because these are class bags, so we're going to save them. And you may take out one blue wave. Does everybody see the blue wave? Take one out. And I'm going to take my glue out. And I'm going to open it. And I'm going to put glue on the back of my wave. Hey, good morning, Miss Lenari. Now, this is one of the tricky things about this project. We actually have to put this on our paper, but we're not going to glue it at the bottom. We're going to glue it a tiny bit higher than the bottom. So, there should be a little bit of black showing at the bottom of your page when you glue it down. Everybody see that?
I wonder if it's right off of it.
What I'm doing now, because it's not thinking me.
Oh, the kind of noise.
Oh, there. Thank you. Okay, so there should be black above your wave and a little bit of black below your wave. So, there'll be a little bit of black below the wave and a little bit of black above the wave. Okay, I see lots of good work. So the top of the page, we're gonna put the top of the page, it's gonna be like a rectangle. So the long part is going to be the top and the bottom. And we're gonna put a little bit of black at the bottom and most of the black at the top. So we have to move this wave just a tiny bit above the base of the paper. This is probably one of the harder directions, and I see lots of you have good listening skills and have done it correctly. So good listening. Just a little bit, about an inch below the wave. Good work. So we have to do a little bit below the wave. I know it's hard to see on the projector. Uh-huh. Yeah, perfect. So.
There we go.
Oh, nicely done. Thank you so much.
Sorry.
No, I'm like trying to figure out how to do it, but,
Yeah, that's fine.
so, yeah, that's great. Okay.
Great. Good following directions.
The next thing we are going to do is we have to take out our ship and the mast. Now the mast are the two wood pieces of the ship that hold up the sail. Okay? So the two brown pieces are the mast. So we're gonna take the two brown pieces and put a tiny bit of glue on the bottom, and we're gonna glue it on our ship.
Fun.
It is fun, huh?
Yeah, and guess what? I like these projects.
Oh, I love projects too.
And I love more than just liking projects.
Awesome.
I love doing projects.
Okay, and then once you get the mast glued down, I'm gonna come around and see if anybody needs help. Then we're gonna turn the boat over and glue it down.
Oh, are you listening?
Are you doing
exactly
what?
Did she say put glue all over the boat? Wait. Just the mast.
Yep, just the mast.
Just the mast, not the boat. She said, put some glue on the mast, and then glue the mast on.
And you glue down the whole boat, but we are not gluing the boat.
Scholars, look, she glued the mast to the boat, but the boat is not on glued on the paper. The masts are glued on, but the boat is not.
Don't put any glue on your boat yet.
Look at the mast, look at the mast.
I already did it.
Good job.
Oh, Chloe, hold yours up. Everyone look at mine, and look at Mrs. Lewis's, and look at Chloe's. That's how yours should look.
And Ethan.
Oh, Ethan, well done.
Now you're gonna.
And Harlow. And Teresa. Well done.
Oh, I see lots of good boats coming together. Very nice.
So it's under your chair.
Now, here's the biggest, trickiest part of the whole project. We're gonna have to flip our boat over now, so that the mast, the bumpy part, is gonna be on the bottom. So it's gonna look like that.
Oh, so maybe.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna glue this part, and we're gonna glue our whole ship down now. And make sure you're gluing the back of the ship, not the front. And then we are gonna glue our boat down.
Well done, scholars who listened. You glue the bumpy part down. Put the glue on the bumpy part. Put the glue on the bumpy part. Yep, put your glue on that part, and you're gonna flip it over.